All right, let's take a look here at rolling updates. So these slowly replace pods one by one, or based on as many as you want to specify. And this is the default strategy of Kubernetes. So imagine you have some instances there or pods running, and you terminate an amount of pods. So in this case, we're terminating one. And then we spin up a new pod to take its place. So as you can see, this is the new pod here. And then we tear down the old one and then replace that one there. And so we are all done. And so again, you can do that in chunks or sets. And you can have it so that it either terminates first, or if you want, you can have it so that it spins up a new one and then tears down the other one, which we'll talk about here in a second. So with rolling updates, you have reduced availability, and I put an asterisk there because it really depends on how you configure it, which might happen while each set of pods is taken terminated as the new ones are created. Rollbacks can be slow and hard. Deploys will be slow because it's doing one at a time or a few at a time. So let's just talk a little bit more about availability, because that's kind of an important thing that might get glossed over here that you need to consider. So what is availability? So the quality of being available to be used or obtained. So if there's not enough capacity, like memory, CPU, bandwidth, to meet the demand of traffic, then users can experience degraded, delayed experience, or no access to services at all. So if you have two servers and you only have one, then that means there's more traffic going to that single machine. There may be enough CPU, but it might make the machine slow, or the app might hang completely. So that's where you have to be careful about availability. So there are some values. I'm not sure why the graphic's not showing there. There we go. That you can set. The first is max surge, and then we have max unavailable. So max surge says the amount of pods that can be added at a time. And so that means if you want to replace two at a time, you can do that. And then max unavailable. So if you were to set this to be 2 and 2, that would ensure there would never be a drop in availability. But the deployment would have to first create the new pods before tearing down the old ones. So I don't know for sure 100% how this works. Like when I say that, I just mean that I haven't been deploying a ton of these in practice. I mean, this is the default behavior, but we don't observe it to say, okay, was this server there? Was this server not there? But I do know that if you were to set 2 and 2 or match it, that you wouldn't lose any availability there. Okay.